Good morning, everyone. My name is Maria Gabriela Perez, and today I'm going to talk to you about how conversational English is not adequate to succeed in your career goals. Most foreign or professionals find a roadblock in their careers when they find out that their level of English is not enough for what they want to accomplish to a successful and high management career in their lives. So, 6 objectives have been created to help you advance and to succeed in what you want. The first one is acquiring a native-like ability in English. This means that you not only understand English and speak it, but that you sound like a native, as if all the tacit and contextual cultural things that most natives and English-speaking people understand, you will get. Idiomatic expressions and idioms will be natural and fluent to you also. The second objective is learning the terminology and vocabulary in business. This means that you not only understand and learn the vocabulary needed for your area of expertise, but you also learn a wide scope of lexicon from other areas to supplement yourself and have a higher end of English. The third objective, a confident public speaking skill. This means that you don't only project confidence and security in yourself and your theme and your ideas, but you also can connect with the audience to relate to them and for them to relate to you, a sympathizing factor. The fourth objective, improving decision-making skills. For this, if you want to succeed at any job, you have to make decisions and take risks, but they have to be calculated. Judgment calls necessary. For this, you have to practice and go with experience. The fifth objective, challenging critical thinking. What I mean with this is that to think outside of the box, you have to open your mind to new ideas and not only repeat what you have heard before like a parrot. You also have to make your own decisions and your own beliefs about things. And the last objective, the sixth one, is mastering data sufficiency capabilities. This means that you have to learn to coordinate in different areas and supplement of information to relegate them and know how to account for numbers and other information. Now, all of these objectives belong inside the communication process. Most people might know that communication is the interpretation of symbols and meanings through your interaction with people. Communication is a fundamental aspect of your life and not of your life, and also about your career, because our jobs, we interact with people, we relate to them in interpersonal relationships, and for that, different ways of communication are necessary. In our jobs, specifically, we need 2 approaches to this, and those are the informational view of communication and the constitutive view of communication. Now, the informational view of communication is based on message transmission and is the mostly known fact of messages, emitters, and receivers. We all know this way of communicating, and the informational view is based upon simply day-to-day relations of information, but it's also necessary in your work life because when there is an important message to deliver and you have to get it to the intended person for the problem to be resolved, so the informational view is also necessary. And now, the constitutive view of communication. This is a dynamic process of creating new meanings that shape our social realities. The constitutive view is, as its name states, constitutes our social worlds or realities. With this, we create new meanings and social constructions and complex ideas to support logically or methods of and ways of communicating with other people. It focuses on not only what we say and what we want to say, but what we wish to accomplish and how to do it. This is a goal-oriented way of understanding people, and as that is said, is one of the most necessary skills needed for your jobs, for our professional lives, because with this, our understanding of people is greater. Now, the communication process is useful in our work lives in business, which, as we all know, is the organization that identifies, anticipates, and satisfies needs in a target market for profit. Now, in business, there are different aspects of themselves, but the most fundamental one, the one that is the support pillars of a business, is management, which are all the administrative activities necessary done for the achievement of the organization's objectives. Now, the management functions are four, and they are simultaneously and continuously working with each other. Now, the first one is planning, which is the setting of a course of action for the organization. It develops the purpose and the future development of itself and creates different ways for you to achieve what you want. This function planning can be found in three levels: strategical, tactical, and operational planning. The strategical planning is done by the high end of management, which is the CEOs and the directives, and is done for long-term periods of time, as in 10 or 20 years. Tactical planning is the second type of planning and is done by the intermediate level of management, that is, executives and senior managers, and is done for periods of time of 3 to 5 years, much more goal-oriented, as in objectives reach one completion, then you begin the other. Now, operational planning is done by the lower end of management, that is supervisors, superintendents, and junior managers, and is basically a day-to-day, week-to-week, or one-year planning for tasks to be done in the business. The second function, organizing. Organizing is about constructing or creating new jobs and posts in the organization, structuring a line of command and allocating resources, be they financial, human, structural, material, or technological. Now, organizing is about giving all departments and areas of your business all the necessary resources, and they take charge of activities like staffing and furnishing to continue production. The third function is leading, which is one of the most complex and difficult functions because it's all about interacting with other people. Now, leading is the line of efforts from all team members and subordinates to accomplish the objective of your organization. It allows you to confront wrongdoing, inspire team members, and resolve interpersonal conflicts. Leading is a basic function for management because management is all about leading others and keeping control and coordinating efforts between everyone. Now, the last and fourth function is the controlling one, which is nothing more than the evaluation phase for all activities in management. It's a type of feedback, and the measurement is done through key performance indicators, or also known as KPIs, which are tools for analyzing the effectiveness of tasks inside a business and translating these results into numbers for a more easy understanding of them. The controlling function is the last activity in management and also the first before beginning a new process of management, a new plan, and a new activity. As I say, this is a type of cycle, an ongoing process for each to begin, always one after the other. Now, for the last one of the functions, they work with the 4 Ps, or also known as the marketing mix. A good business will have a successful marketing mix because they will have production, they will have clients and consumers. And a good marketing mix makes or breaks a business. What does this mean? Well, the marketing mix is formed for 4 Ps: the product, the price, the place, and the promotion. These 4 areas are very important to succeed in a business. They have a equally share of part of the value inside. Now, an example of a good business with an excellent and successful 4 Ps is Aldi brand. Aldi is one of the major players in the grocery discount segment, and they have a very aggressive competitive pricing that is based on low prices for medium quality or even high quality products. And the reason they have these low prices is because their strategy to reduce costs is very important. The first one, place. Aldi doesn't only put stores on corners in avenues and near bus stations where the traffic is very ample. A second one is that Aldi doesn't open at night. They have a daylight hours of 8 to 5 in the afternoon. This is their times in opening. Now, the next one is that Aldi's employees have a very limited headcount. They only employ up to 12 or 10 workers, and they often multitask. So Aldi's employees are very efficient in what they do and even other areas. A second part of Aldi's marketing mix to reduce costs and provide low prices is that they offer 1,400 of the most commonly purchased items. And this is because 90% of their offering is exclusive Aldi brand. That is, most items that people at other supermarkets sell you in different brands, they only have Aldi's brand. And this reduces costs and reduces options for the clients so they can get more of that product. Another important part of their marketing mix is that all these intermediaries, they don't have them. And the distribution line to the store is one same streamlined process where the packaging and the restocking is done in the same places that they do. So the shelves inside the store are mobile because they are the same ones the products were packaged in the bus and restocked immediately in the store. So, in conclusion, the Aldi marketing mix and the management functions all lead up to your ability in business. And this ability is gained through practice and discipline of your 6 objectives, where your conversational English is not the adequate one for your career goals.